yeah.
Sides of this. Well, we'll boil Egypt back where
Hmm.
Right, there you go.
We actually saw some of the enclosures of some of the animals.
Hello.
Yep, please. picture of an animal can turn into a so-so picture of a tree. And a tree's not there too. Now the first part of the reserve we're coming into is Little Laturi Forest. Forest is the key word there. You gotta keep a lookout for any animals anywhere. Oh, first animal I can see is actually up to the right. There are a few of them up there. I'm gonna try and have to pull up ahead of a few of them. They are gonna be okapi. Okapi are shine reclusive to the point that they weren't discovered by the Western world until about 1901. I'm gonna pull around the bend here. You can start to see the head. There, I can see some more. Now you notice that okapis have stripes on their hindquarters, so they kind of look like they're related to the zebra. But if by their skeletal structure, we can see they're actually related to the giraffe. It's very similar, especially in their head. It almost looks like the exact same as a giraffe's. All right, we're coming up to a watering hole here. Watering holes are a gathering place for animals. Oh, I can see one animal all the way up there to the right, up on the ridge and amongst the brush. I'm going to try and pull around the bend here. That is going to be a greater kudu, one of the second tallest antelope in Africa. Female greater kudu, because she doesn't have any horns. Looks like she's grazed in there. Watering holes such as this usually give us a chance to see some of our rare species like the black rhino. But because of poaching efforts as high as they are, sadly it's harder and harder to find them out in the wild. Less than 5,000 black rhinos in existence. It's kind of zoos in the wild. It's not a lot. Another greater kudu coming up ahead here out in the open, but the rust-colored animals up to the right are bongos. Bongos are sometimes called ghosts of the forest because they can disappear into the backbrush quickly and quietly. Both male and female bongos have horns and they're slick back. Helps them run through the jungle without getting caught. Gorgeous view of that kudu right there. She's kind of hanging out.
I think at the onset.
Alright, we've had some really good luck so far. We are going to be leaving Little Laturi Forest and heading right into the Safi River. I've been hearing reports of some hippos in the area, so let's go try and find some hippos. Keep a look out. And see a couple down to the back right, but if you're not able to get a good view, don't worry, we'll try and find some more up ahead. Hippos do tend to spend most of their time in the water in order to keep themselves from getting overheated. They can hold their breath about 5 to 8 minutes at a time. Hippos can swim, they just kind of prefer to walk along the bottom of the river. Bounce more than anything. Oh, there's some more hippos to the left right here. A group of hippos are called a bloat, so this is a bloat of hippos here. Interesting reflex. When they're taking a nap underneath the water and it's time for them to get a breath of air, they're going to automatically lift their head up, get that breath of air, and lower their head right back down without even waking up. The pelicans around here are pink-backed pelicans, like to live in groups and colonies, as you can see, about an 8-foot wingspan. They get their name because during the mating season, the feathers on their back turn just a light pink color. Hippos are largely nocturnal. They'll come in onto land at night in order to graze upon the grass that's along the riverside. One hippo in one night can have about 150 pounds worth of vegetation. Helps them get up to that max size, about 5,000 pounds. You know, give or take 500 pounds. I'm going to be crossing Rickety Bridge, and those are Nile crocodiles down there. Nile crocs grow 18 to 20 feet long with a jaw strength of more than 2,000 pounds per square inch. Can and will take down prey like zebra wildebeest. A lot of times you see with their jaws open, it just helps them regulate their body temperature. Gorgeous animals. Now we are transitioning from one ecosystem to another, leaving the Safi River, making our way to the savannah. Different ecosystems mean different plant life and animal life. We're going to go see what we can find. Now, coming up on the right here, this is going to be a baobab tree. It'll stay leafless 9 months out of the year, retain water during the hot drought months, gets the nickname upside down tree, and you can see why. Branches kind of look like their root system. We're going to see some more up ahead. More important stuff's going to be coming up right here. We're going to be coming up to one of the best views of the reserve. This is the Serengeti grasslands. The grasslands will spread for hundreds of miles across eastern Africa, act like a super highway for the animals like zebra wildebeest. Also home to some of the more popular ones like African elephants, lions, giraffes. And it's just a small snapshot of the Africa that we all work together in order to conserve and protect. Coming up on the right, grayish animals laying down right over there by the brush. Those are white-bearded wildebeest, one of the animals that participate in one of the largest land animal migrations in Africa. Looks like we can see some giraffes off in the distance. We'll make our way towards them, try and get a nice close view. Coming up on the right here, these small little gazelles are springbok. They are full-grown adults despite their size. They get the name from how they're able to spring up into the air about 6 to 8 feet straight up and 4 leaps of about 13 feet.
Those are beautiful. They are.
Gorgeous view of them. Now, coming up on the left, laying down in the very large cave, we're going to get a chance to see one of my absolute favorite animals, African painted dogs. African painted dogs may be cute, but they're one of Africa's most successful hunters. They're going to work together in packs to take down prey, and one of their techniques is just to kind of keep chasing the prey till it falls down from exertion. They have a 90% success rate compared to a lion's 20% success rate. Because of that, their eating style is different from other apex predators. The young, the old, and the sick will feed first before the healthy to take care of them. Brown and white antelope coming up on the left here are sable antelope, emblem of our wildlife reserve. Charged at by a predator, they'll drop to their knees and lower their 5-foot-long horns to defend themselves. Now, the large earthen mounds around here are termite mounds, hard as concrete. Elephants love using them as a scratching post. And then as they've been worn down over time, that one off to the right, you're going to see smaller animals climb on top of them, use them as a lookout point. Or any predators might be trying to hide in the grass. Not too much activity around here. Most of it looks like it's up ahead, so I'll head over that way. But you can kind of see signs of activity around here. You can see a lot of trees that have fallen down. Yeah, elephants do that. They just knock the trees down so they can get to the vegetation at the top. Giraffes, of course, will eat the undersides of the trees, which will let light in. Zebra and antelopes then work together in order to mow down the grass, which will let little nibblers like gazelles, warthogs, springboks trim up the edges. So in a truly balanced ecosystem, plenty of food for everyone. Alright, I can see at least one giraffe up ahead by the palm tree, so I'll head over that way. You always got to keep a lookout amongst the trees for any other giraffes that kind of like to blend in very well. Okay, can see one. Let me pull up ahead here. Oh, yeah. And a baby giraffe blocking the way. Now, to give you a little bit of a better understanding about giraffes, there are multiple different subspecies. How you tell the difference, pattern that they have and build that they have. Yeah, not all giraffes are going to be the same height. If you can look up to the right, by the giraffe, you can see some horns sticking up. Those are going to be horns of an Ankole cattle. The horns that they have are around 5 to 6 feet long from tip to tip. Now they'll circulate blood around those horns to help regulate their body temperature.
Dad.
And giraffes kind of hanging out in the shade.
Down here.
Like I said, we'll be able to get a view of a young giraffe coming up ahead. Now if you look at the pattern that they have, you'll see it's like this dark, jagged leafed edge. Well, these will be Maasai giraffe. Average pregnancy of a giraffe is around 14 months. Babies are born around 5 to 6 feet tall. And they get up to an average adult height around 18 to 20 feet, making them one of the tallest living land animals. Fittingly enough, group of giraffes are called the tower. Makes sense. Alright, we are going to be heading towards elephant country. One of the ways that we can tell